Welcome back to Suladan Plays Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last time, well, we met with a Jedi and got kicked off of Iziz. I've also been told that there might be a problem with my levels. Level 22, level 6, level... So that answers my question of why am I so tanky? Speaking of which, I've also been told I need to talk about her, so we're about her. Jeez. Yo!
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
Still doing that audio thing. For those that don't know, there's a weird audio thing going on that I'm still sorting out. Well, what I have learned is that a lot of people are having this issue, and it's not just me, so that at least narrows down hardware. So what I'm gonna do, I've swapped the game channel to the music channel and see if that has any impact. And if that doesn't work, then I can just bypass it. Fix it in other ways, but, anyway, sorry about the weird jump cut there. It's always the fun of trying new hardware is when you find a problem and then have to figure out how to fix the problem, and... Oh my goodness, is it 82 degrees in here? That it should not be. And back to the game. Didn't want to talk about the war because you asked me something. Okay, what you want to ask?
Why did you decide to fight?
Still doing it? Okay, plan B. You're gonna route there. You're gonna route there. Okay, in theory this should work. I don't like where, what is it picking up though? It's picking up something. Is there anything else routing there? Oh, well that's what it's routing. Okay, let's see. So I could technically mute that, and then that works. And... Okay, let's try this. Let's see if this works. If so, this complicates matters slightly, but I'll tweak it later off camera. I don't have to do this now. Let's see. Why'd you decide to fight? Let's say the Mandalorians had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
That's as good a reason for any, I suppose.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Hollow, because generally when you finally get the revenge you seek, you find it doesn't give you the satisfaction you thought it would, and you feel hollow. Jedi are trained to resist such strong emotions.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
I mean, you're a good teammate, if that's what you mean. I'm also curious about the arm, but I also feel like that's probably a personal question and would probably be rude to ask, so... Nope. Anyway, you can go back to the ship. Never mind, you can come back. Hatton, we're gonna need to have a talk. Why are you still hiding in the ship? I think this is the way to the ship. This is not the way to the ship, but I did uncover some maps, so... Pyrrhic victory. No, that's the way to the ship. Yo! I don't get why it says I need to ask the sentry for help getting back to the ship. All I gotta do is run. I know I'm going the wrong way, but I'm following this tunnel. I have committed to it, and you're coming along for the ride. That's not the button I want to push. So... Yeah, this is the right way. Okay, we're going the right way. No, we're not going the right way. We're not going the right way in the slightest. This is why they don't send me places, because I get lost. Starting to suspect this is why they wanted us to ask the sentry. We're gonna find our way back one way or another. Because if I go this way, then I'll get back to the ship. Yes. Hi guys, don't ask. I'm on my way to my ship. I'm not lost. Gander is not one word. You know we're not lost. I think. I see blue. There we go, landing. See? I can find my way back to the ship. I was about to say what happened to the ship, but that's not our ship. Hey, buddy. Oh, yeah, I forgot about you. Will you go fast? Okay, this is probably why it recommended we talk to... We lost Gander somewhere along the way. This is probably why, as it would have just teleported us back to the ship instead of... Oh my goodness, this is a long walk. Hi, other buddy. Hi, other broken ship. And I'm gonna go left, because that's the way we got here. Oh my goodness. Still feel like night speed should be permanent out of combat and then just wear off after so many seconds in combat. Yo!
Reporting as ordered, Mandalore. I can take you wherever you need to go on Dxun.
It's up to you, Jedi. This soldier knows the terrain. He can get us where we need to go quickly, without needing to blast our way through herds of Canucks.
Let's go to your...
Follow me then.
I feel bad turning him down. Yes, I know he just brought us back. At least, where's he? Guy, there you are.
Ready to head back to your ship?
Yes.
Follow me.
Thank you. Okay, we're back at the ship. Had our cake and ate it too. The guide helped us, and we found our own way. I don't have any context to know what time it is, so this is completely random to me, but I assume it's nighttime based on the way you're phrasing that. So what are you doing up?
I dreamt of Malachor. I remember the ships, the last stand of the Republic. The tattered remnants of our fleet, the largest we could gather. But it was damaged, weakened, and vulnerable. The Mandalorians couldn't resist. They tore into us like beasts, shredding our ships to scrap as we fought back. Yet this time there were no reinforcements for either side. Revan had been delayed out-system by Mandalorian scout ships. By the time he arrived,
delayed by
it was
scout
too late.
ships.
And beyond Malachor, there were no more Mandalorians left to die. I remember standing on the bridge with you and watching the destruction of the Republic, watching ships full of soldiers and Jedi burn and die. I remember the look you had when you turned to me. It was the longest you'd ever looked at me. You didn't say anything, just a nod. Events moved quickly then, even in my dreams. Flashes, explosions, you falling. I could feel the pain around me. And then the memory, the drifting hulks of the Mandalorian ships, the dead, allies, friends, strangers. And then the echo, lingering, the sound I awakened to in my nightmares.
I mean, technically, even if the decision was right, it would still haunt you, so my decision haunts me too.
Blame lies with me for creating it. The situation forced your hand. Anger forced mine.
If you were to blame for its creation, then I'm equally to blame for commanding its use.
You realized that unless action was taken, the fleet would be destroyed and the Republic would fall.
Didn't you just
None
say
of us
it was
realized
destroyed?
the magnitude of what we unleashed.
So you fought against the Mandalorians in the war.
I was part of the war effort, yes. I worked as a technician, though.
But you fought on the front lines. To a Mandalorian, there is honor in that.
I could do without your Mandalorian honor. I saw the results of your honor. The absolute destruction your warriors brought. And look at them now. Mandalorians are little better than mercenary thugs. And what's honor to someone like that? All they care about are credits.
If I were you, I'd pick your words more carefully.
I could see HK-47 just lingering in the background. Waiting. Hoping that I'll give him the command to slaughter them all. Probably not, then he'd get bored. What would he do if he assassinated everyone? He would get bored. He'd have no one left to do anything. Settle down, both of you. This isn't the time or place for this. Yeah, go do it by the warp core if you're gonna fight.
You fought for no cause other than to spread suffering and pain to the people you conquered.
Maybe that's what it looked like to you, but that isn't why we fought. We fought for honor and glory in the heat of battle.
You did nothing but murder innocents.
The Republic took us too lightly. We wanted to face the full force of their army. We had to goad them to fight.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask me, you Mandalorians just got what you deserved at Malachor.
Defeat is part of a warrior's life. We will recover, stronger than before.
Doesn't it even bother you that your people were almost destroyed? Or do lives have no meaning to you?
People die in war.
Well, I'm glad to have you guarding my back.
One or three. One or three. One sounds more forceful than anything I would generally say, so it's like, I don't think we need to discuss this.
Fine by me.
HK is watching. Just remember that. He's always watching. Listening, recording, protocolling. Yeah, fine. Goto, what's up?
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
I want to talk to you about your operations on Nar Shaddaa.
As anxious as I am to give away all my trade secrets, you will understand if I choose not to answer such questions.
Meh. It was worth a shot. Considering I saved you, you could be more grateful.
The fact we are even having a conversation is gratitude.
No, I think we've already done this one before.
My conversations do not have the give and take that our current interaction does. And, of course, there is much more screaming on the part of the listener when the torture field is activated.
I'm still curious. No, we've already gone down that road. That's not Goto, that's a robot being controlled by Goto. But what if? No, we've gone down that road. Maybe, but again, another time. Nothing, never mind. Hatton, what are we doing? I don't know where to go at this point.
Something up?
Yeah, I don't know where we're supposed to go now. Questions?
All right. What did you want to know?
Do you know Karth? But, okay, he knows nothing. Wait, what's this? Onderon Dxun. Aww. I didn't think it was gonna let me, but... Korriban. Have I gone to Korriban? I don't know at this point. I can't go there because it got blown up. Well, partially. I could go there. Have I been to Korriban? I can't remember. I know I've been there, because there was the whole Kunda incident. Been to Nar Shaddaa, been to Onderon. I've probably been there, but I'm gonna go to Onderon. No, Korriban. You heard me. I know what I'm doing. I haven't been here. I don't think. Not counting KOTOR 1.
We've hit the ground. This is Korriban. Why would one of the Jedi you're looking for come here?
An adequate job, pilot. Perhaps here there is some trace of those who pursue us. I sense that we may be truly alone on the surface.
There are signs of life on the surface. Beasts by the dozen. So don't worry, you won't be quite as lonesome as she makes out. You might want to keep your, lightsaber sharp. Or do whatever you do in these situations.
Although I think that the pilot's mechanical devices are probably accurate. If there are Sith here, their numbers are few and they are hidden.
It seems quiet. Just the wind. But deep beneath the surface, you can feel the pain of what took place here. This place merely tolerates sentience walking upon it. It is pleased to have been left alone. There is great power here for those with the ambition to use it. There is great power in this place for those who can hear its call.
There is much that would draw a Jedi to this place. The resting grounds of the ancient and more recently departed Sith contain many teachings believed lost. The most likely place to find our lost Jedi is the ruins of the old academy.
I had nothing to do with it. You can't prove anything. I'm not Revan in disguise. Wait, what? What happened here?
It was said that Revan intended to return to Korriban to subdue any potential Sith insurgents, but Revan disappeared. It took a year or two for the Republic to send a force here to deal with any Sith that may have remained. They found Korriban much as we have, barren and lifeless. It was assumed that the remnants of the Sith turned on each other, vying for what little power remained. The Republic found evidence that several Sith lords escaped Korriban, fleeing to remote sections of the galaxy.
So what you're saying is we could make a Dark Souls themed Star Wars game where we have to go hunt down the last of the Sith Lords and bring their fire back to the altar. Anyway, do you think there's any living Sith here?
As lifeless as it seems, the dark side is very strong here. The Sith Lords would not ignore such a powerful place. There is much that can be learned, even here. You should go to the ruins of the old academy. If there are any traces here of Sith, that is where they would be.
I don't know why I'm yawning. Sorry, it's not boring. I just keep yawning. We already asked. Let's
If you walk Korriban's surface, you shall walk it without me.
Why won't you come?
I cannot. This place is strong with the dark side. It is difficult to center myself here. Korriban holds few secrets from me, but much that you should learn.
Very well. Keep the engines primed.
I will remain here and meditate. Our link remains. I shall contact you and provide guidance when needed. The academy is on the other side of this valley. Be careful. Dark energy fills these ruins, and even the fallen Sith live still.
Aight. Who wants to come with us? This way. I'm remembering how to get out of the ship for once. Atten and HK-47. Yay! Wait, I remember this place.
The structures you see around you are the plundered tombs of the ancient Sith Lords. Each tomb was once infused with the history and heritage of the old Sith Empire, containing great mysteries and powerful relics of the Force. However, even the many traps could not long hold back the curious, the fools, and the weak. And so these tombs fell, spilling their secrets into the hands of those unable to comprehend or preserve them.
Love the background audio. It's got that nice little level of ambient spookage. Body.
The broken corpses before you are all that remain of the Sith on Korriban. I doubt there is much to be gained from looting these bodies. It would be best to leave them be.
Loot!
fool! You've disturbed the spirits of this place, and they have sent their guardians.
Guardians?
Iziz are semi-intelligent beasts, corrupted and strengthened by prolonged exposure to the dark side. As creatures of the Force, they have a limited ability to mask their presence. Iziz are drawn to suffering and carnage. They must have fed on all the corpses left over from the war here on Korriban. The angry phantoms of the Sith, too weak to influence the sentient, have taken these Iziz as thralls to their will.
Well, I mean, that's their problem. Oh, they're pretty. I want 5 of them. I meant 5 of them for me, not 5 of them to attack. Yeah, we'll be fine. Thank you, Atom, for using heal. I love that he knows heal. It's so helpful. It means I don't have to spam it. Can I loot them? Nope. Oh well. Loot. Hi, Hissy.
Optimal ratio achieved.
Where there is loot, I must loot. Telling me they'll attack me if I loot stuff, well then I'ma loot stuff and get free XPs. And, you know, clear the landscape of the sadly corrupted creatures that are haunting it. Loot! Skills implant. HK-47 is not doing so hot. Well, I said that at the right time. Atten, you should not be collapsing right now. Oh, this is not going to go well for me. Wait while I heal myself.
More where that came from.
Ah, now you no longer hurt me so much, and I can hit you 3 times per turn. And Atten's gonna stand here and watch. He's known to do that. He just watches. Thank you for the healing. Anyway, we looted the things. Can I go over here into this tomb first?
This was the tomb of Tulak Horde, known as the greatest lightsaber duelist of the Sith Lords.
Tell me more.
His skill was considered remarkable even in his time, when many true lightsaber masters lived.
You're saying modern Jedi are poorly skilled with the lightsaber?
If you were to face an ancient Sith Lord in combat, you would learn that we are as children playing with toys compared to the prowess of the old masters.
She would know. She was alive back then. And what made him so good?
That is unknown. But supposedly, he created a holocron to teach his technique to other Sith. The holocron would have been laid to rest in his tomb. Unfortunately, Tulak Horde's tomb was among the first penetrated by the grave robbers of the new Sith Order. If the holocron has survived, I doubt anyone living would know its location.
Maybe I could just sneak around in there and look. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? There's a door right there. Let me in. Let me in. Aw. Well, I guess not. Well, I guess I can't walk through a small divot in the ground.
This way leads to the tomb of Ajunta Paul,
I recognize
a
that
fierce
name.
Sith Lord. According to legend, the blade proved more fearsome than the Master, leading to his demise.
Oh, tell me more.
Ajunta's dark spectre lived on through the centuries until Revan entered the Sith Lord's tomb in search of the blade.
And that's why I remember it.
Revan calmed the angry ghost of Ajunta Paul and showed him the path back to the light.
You sound as if you disapprove. She does not sound as if she disapproved, but you sound as if you disapprove.
One who has fallen so far and done so much evil does not deserve redemption.
Who are you to judge?
In a way, such a turning from one's nature is cowardly, a betrayal of the self.
No, it's growing. No one is beneath redemption, Kreia.
Perhaps. But redemption is a form of spiritual collapse, a fall few recover from.
In order to climb back up, you've got to hit rock bottom. So what became of the blade?
Unknown. Some have suggested that the blade led to Revan's demise, as it did Ajunta Paul.
What do you mean his demise?
That is only speculation, however. Where Revan wanders now is knowledge that only Revan holds.
Ah. I gained influence. Yay, I disagreed with her and gained influence. That's excellent. HK-47, why can't you be like that?
Here, you can just barely see the Sith archaeologists' efforts to uncover relics of the ancients.
Tell me more! I wanted to go to the other tomb, but tell me more!
The new Sith Order sought to progress quickly by finding objects of power. I can only imagine what was lost forever due to the carelessness of these excavators. Now the excavation has been almost completely undone by 5 years of wind and sand. So does Korriban protect its secrets.
I see. Loot! Got a grenade. I need the force barrier. Poor HK.
Systems failing, Master.
I feel bad for HK. He just keeps collapsing. If only he could heal. If only! Too bad he can't use T3's little bioregenerative matrix thingam. Go at and you're fine. Go level up in a bit. We've got to conserve our levels. You got tail whopped. You got tail whopped, son. Don't worry, you're back up. So, as much as I'd love to go investigate the other tombs, one of these tombs is clearly going to contain something that will let us move forward. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.